Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida's offense will go to work first. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm, and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember,
and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sturdivant. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's ball. It's a seam wide open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all. By a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint, they're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And here's the return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard punted away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a crease. It's McCray. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff, largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded. Obviously, the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch. And now, interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got him downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Caught over the middle. It's Belt. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Oh, they're after him. The short hands. It's Thomas. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Got a man, it's Brown. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll do it himself. Ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year in big...
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke.
Gives it on the option.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's ball. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
To the air, it's Lagway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And that last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David.
There he goes to the left. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's in open space downfield. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football and they...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's a big run play, and it's not easy to do. Down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through.
He's going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Great place to start for this offense. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Got it. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession,
looking deep. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the outside. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get
wide open spaces. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs
Had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
off play action. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Bring in the heat. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Gator! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the 2nd half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rival.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to count.
Fires one high and deep. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. At the 20, he's got space. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. with the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, a lot of space. They stripped it out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. The quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
And they swarm him under.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I love that play call on 4th down because they go RPO, and essentially the football can go 3 different ways. He could have handed it off, he could have thrown for it, or just keep it himself. He took the latter option. It doesn't matter. That was the right decision on that play to keep this drive alive. Great job.
Trying to barge their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And what a tremendous surge by the defense there on 3rd down in a goal line situation, getting penetration.
Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off play action on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying play action. He'll take another shot here. He's got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Gators will have a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough fun today.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too.
There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Glasses will be raised across the...